I'm Julie Truelove and I'm one of the Birmingham Digital Champions.
Lovely. Thanks ever such a lot, Julie, for spending a bit of time for us. We've been out in the vans with the Home Library Service in Birmingham today, just visiting some of the people who've been supported by you to develop IT skills.
Yes.
And just wanted to capture some of your experiences of how you've been getting on doing this.
Right.
So we just wondered about just generally how are you enjoying being a digital champion? Was it something you wanted to do, or was it something that you felt a little bit, encouraged to do?
No, I really wanted to do it, really. I think that you think that people won't be able to manage with new technology and that, and I wanted to, in a way, prove everybody wrong. And so I was up for it straight away. I was really excited.
Fantastic.
And when I've gone out, the experiences that I've had have been so uplifting. It's been phenomenal. I've just been so surprised. I did think that we would just be introducing people to the internet and to a computer, and the majority of them have just up and run with it. It is just so amazing. You know, I've got people Skyping, I've got people on our blog. You know, one of my gentlemen bought their car via Tesco Direct. I don't know whether I can advertise. Sorry, but he's bought his vehicle via the internet.
Wow.
And I mean, you know, and emailing backwards and forwards, and he's just had his 80th birthday.
That's
And
amazing.
it is just totally amazing. And, you know, just all the experiences like that have just been just so uplifting for us all.
Fantastic.
You know, I mean, some very strange things as well.
Well, we'd like to hear about something strange.
My first experience was how much, because they had friends going abroad, how much could they get tobacco for? And that's not exactly encouraging health. But they smoke a pipe, and it was a way to introduce them to the internet.
Yeah.
And that person now does all sorts on there.
Amazing.
You know, it is totally amazing.
Do you think I know you've been offering 10 sessions for everybody that you've
Yes.
been supporting. Do you feel that that's enough sessions for people? Have most people picked it up?
Oh, I've been quite surprised on how most people have picked it up. The ones that aren't picking it up very easily need more.
Yeah.
And the ones that have picked it up easily, 10 sessions is more than enough.
Right.
In fact, some people haven't had 10 sessions simply because what else can you teach them besides they need to experience it themselves?
Yes.
So, you know, when you get to the stage where you're showing them how to have the radio on whilst they're doing their shopping, another thing, you know, so they've got some music in the background, they don't need us anymore.
No, that's really good. I suppose that lesson is that everyone's different.
Absolutely.
And everyone needs their own individual support.
Yes, and I think that has been what we've discovered most, that they've all said they've got grandchildren, children that have tried to teach them how to use a computer, and every time it's like, do this, Mum, do that, and when they're telling us, the impatience shows on their faces, you know, replicating the children's and the grandchildren's impatience, and because we're not related and we're doing this, you know, as a pilot scheme, they want to learn, we want to teach them, and it has been really a very slow process for some and an incredibly quick journey for others. And you know, and they listen to us because we're not their children, and you know, that they don't feel silly asking the same question time and time again.
And how important do you think it is that it's the library service that has offered this service? Because it's someone obviously going into older and vulnerable people's own homes, but you're not a stranger.
Well, I think that is the important key word there, that we're not strangers. So we're taking a new phenomenon to them, into their homes. They've seen us regularly, but also within libraries themselves, you know, they often, the people that use in the community libraries, they're recognising the staff and they feel comfortable asking. They feel very comfortable with us in their own homes. And strangely, when we go, they're always Mr. and Mrs. when we go and do our deliveries. And now we're on first name terms. And yet when I go back and visit them for the library, I still revert back to the Mr. and Mrs.
That's
And isn't it so?
Yes.
And yet when we're in their home training, it's
Yes.
always first name terms, and it
Yes.
hasn't been anything else.
Yes.
So, but it's just the fact, I think the old-fashioned thing when you used to call everybody auntie and uncle.
Yes.
And so, I think it's so important as well. We're sort of trained to show people, you know, new technology, new information, how to gather information, and I think that comes over quite easily for them.
Yes.
So I think that's why it's so important. It's the library doing this.
Yes. And for me, what's really seemed to be really important from what you and Rob have said is actually this is about communication. Actually,
Yes.
the IT is just something that's you know, technology, but actually the basic communication is probably the key ingredient that's enabled people to feel comfortable to learn those skills as quickly as they have.
Absolutely. And also, you know, some people want to use too much technicality, and you know, I've got one person that calls you know, the mouse, everything on there that does everything is the mouse.
Yeah.
You know, somebody else likes the technology, so it's okay saying that that's the cursor.
Yeah.
But it's choosing what's comfortable for that person.
Yeah.
You know, somebody else has named their computer. You know, it's whatever they feel comfortable with. And because we're such, you know, a usual face that they see, they don't mind doing that. And I think that's the key as well. You say the communication, because they don't mind asking things. They don't mind asking things time and time again, and we don't mind them asking time and time again. Yes.
And what have you personally got out of being a digital champion?
I so much. I mean, for a start off, it's like making a whole new circle of friends, because that's what I feel they are. You know, outside of work, we email each other. That there isn't one of the people that I've trained that I don't email, and that emails me back. And you know, it's like having an extra friend. It's so uplifting, and I've just enjoyed every single moment of it. Also, I've learned that, you know, I'm not bad as a trainer.
Yeah,
I'm quite impressed with myself.
Very good.
So, you know, for my skills, I feel as if they've been extended. And to see you walk into somebody's house that you've trained with the library books and they're on the computer, it's, wow.
That's amazing.
It is. It is. And also, you know, one of my ladies has gone around the world using Google Earth, and you know, she knows where her friend visits that's been a pen friend, and all sorts of things. And to give that to people, you know, the majority of people, as you know, are about 80 that we've been visiting, to give that to people of 80, and some people have never been abroad, but they're going now. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's my pleasure.